Karrion Kross says a former WWE Champion was an inspiration to everyone backstage. Vince McMahon prevented a major breakup from happening on Raw, and a WWE Hall of Famer comments on Shane McMahon's backstage controversy. What's up, everyone? I'm Jose G, and there's a lot to talk about in today's Sportskeeda Wrestling WWE News Roundup. Never miss brand new content by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. Karrion Kross says a former WWE Champion was an inspiration to everyone backstage. Former NXT Champion Karrion Kross was one of the multiple superstars let go by WWE last year. The superstar, who now goes by Killer Kross, had only positive things to say about his time in NXT. He pointed out Triple H was a positive influence on everyone backstage. Although Kross has had a spectacular run in NXT and his partner Scarlett, his time on the main roster was a complete debacle. He had the look and skills to make it big on Raw, but poor creative decisions led to him losing steam and being let go by WWE. Speaking to CBS Sports, Karrion Kross spoke about his time in NXT and how much fun he had working with his idols like Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Kross praised Triple H and said that the latter is a natural-born leader. He also stated that Triple H was always honest and would tell the talent what they needed to hear. The game worked to inspire the roster and help them become better versions of themselves. The former Impact Wrestling star spoke very fondly of Triple H and Shawn Michaels. He said that everyone on the NXT roster pushed themselves to be better because of Hunter and Michaels. Karrion Kross is now a free agent and will hopefully sign with a big promotion in the time to come. Santino Marella reveals whether his daughter has signed with WWE or not. Santino Marella has been retired from in-ring competition for nearly 7.5 years. He declared that injuries would no longer allow him to compete in the ring during live events. He stuck with WWE until his release in 2016. Looking at the future, Santino Marella has recently revealed his daughter's statuses with the company. Marella's daughter, Bianca Carelli, has garnered attention ever since Santino put out a tweet directed at her with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon tagged. Since then, she's had the opportunity to compete in NWA and now has taken the next big step in her career. On an episode of Stories with Briscoe and Bradshaw, Santino Marella revealed that his daughter has signed with WWE and will be starting at the Performance Center soon. Marella, who runs a wrestling school in Canada known as Battle Arts Academy, used his experience as a trainer to help develop his daughter's in-ring skills. It will be interesting to see how Bianca Carelli performs under the bright lights. With that said, she is a second-generation star who has a great look and seems to be driven to succeed. It'll be interesting to see how her career in WWE plays out, possibly starting at NXT 2.0. Vince McMahon prevented a major breakup from happening on Raw. It seems to be an open secret that Vince McMahon isn't the biggest fan of tag team wrestling. The handling of WWE's tag team division in the last few years certainly reflects that. However, the boss knows a big opportunity when he sees one, and he prevented a major breakup from happening in 2021. Perhaps the tag team of the year in 2021 was RK Bro, as they emerged post-WrestleMania and became a full-fledged unit in the summer of that year. The duo are now among the most popular in the company today, with the odd pairing dynamic working very well. However, the storyline almost didn't happen. On an appearance on Mark Andrews' My Love Letter to Wrestling, Riddle explained how Vince McMahon changed the original breakup plan and turned it into a long-term storyline. The original Bro continued the story by himself until Randy Orton came back. Orton initially was reluctant to join forces with Riddle before agreeing to it. The duo became Raw Tag Team Champions at last year's SummerSlam. The landscape of Raw would have been very different had Vince McMahon not changed the plans for RK Bro's breakup at the last minute. Being associated with Randy Orton helped elevate Riddle into being one of the most popular babyfaces on Raw. McMahon had an eye for the reaction, and luckily, he saw potential in the story. Orton also seems to be having a lot of fun with the storyline, with many WWE fans stating that RK Bro has been the Viper's best work in years. Perhaps it's a testament to how an authentic real-life dynamic can play out on screen. Paul Heyman reacts to rumors about his Royal Rumble actions. Saturday night at the Royal Rumble, Brock Lesnar lost his WWE title to Bobby Lashley. During the bout, both Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman involved themselves, costing the Beast Incarnate his title. Days later, WWE is questioning Heyman's actions going into SmackDown, asking on social media if this betrayal was Heyman's plan all along. Reigns' special counsel didn't take too kindly to this tweet and questioned why WWE was posting conspiracy theories ahead of SmackDown with his own tweet. Paul Heyman has managed and betrayed some of the biggest WWE champions of the last 2 decades. From Brock Lesnar to CM Punk to Roman Reigns, Heyman has represented many of the biggest WWE stars of this generation. But was it about them or the championship itself? Heyman seemingly has a habit of following the title despite who's holding it. If his formulaic pattern continues, is the Tribal Chief the next one in line to be truly betrayed by Heyman's hustle for championship gold? Brock Lesnar confirmed on Raw this week that he will challenge Roman Reigns for the Universal title at WrestleMania. Does Heyman already have another backup plan going into this year's big event? Only time will tell. WWE Hall of Famer comments on Shane McMahon's backstage controversy. WWE Hall of Famer Diamond Dallas Page has nothing but praise for Shane McMahon, saying he's a classy dude. DDP suggested there's a possibility of the backstage controversy involving McMahon could be a part of a storyline. Following this year's Royal Rumble, reports about Shane McMahon making himself look strong in the Men's Rumble match. Shane was reportedly part of the creative team booking the Men's Rumble match, and his decision angered several stars in the locker room. On Sportskeeda's The Bro Show, Diamond Dallas Page said Shane McMahon was always good to him. He didn't rule out a potential storyline from the controversies surrounding McMahon. Here's what DDP had to say about Shane McMahon in this exclusive clip of The Bro Show.
Paige, what are your thoughts on all this just fracas going on, man?
Oh, man, I'm not saying that it is, but I just don't believe anything in wrestling anymore. I just don't believe anything. It could be a complete work. Shane's he's a classy dude, man.
He is.
Every experience I've ever had with Shane McMahon been straight up, man. So I don't see how Shane goes crazy in between. I saw him at the Hall of Fame and that. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know. And like Vince said, we're never going to know. And if I have my own certain opinions, like I did last week, there's my opinion. Scott Hall used to tell me all the time. I was just with him earlier today. And early on, he used to say, Dally, I know you think it because of your passion, you think you're right, but it's just your opinion. And it took me a while to really get that, but it's so true. So in this scenario, my opinion of Shane McMahon is up there. So I didn't see it. I can't, I'm not going to let some dirt sheets and people talking smack taint that, because I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. Do I think it could be a work? Part of me. I don't know for what reason it would be, but who knows? Shane comes back to the crowd right before WrestleMania and he's booked in. Who knows? I mean, who knows?
I agree.
You can watch full episodes of The Bro Show exclusively on our Instagram page. Thanks for watching today's Sportskeeda Wrestling WWE News Roundup. For exclusive content that you never want to miss, you've got to subscribe to our YouTube channel and smash that notification bell so you never miss whenever we drop brand new content. Follow us on all social media and download the Sportskeeda app for the most up-to-date stories in the world of wrestling.